Hi, I'm Sam, one of your academic advisors, and today we're going to talk about math placement and progression. Your placement level will determine the optimal math course for you to begin in. If you have placement level 0, you should begin in MA 112S. That's Pre-Calculus Algebra S section. If you have placement level 1000, you can begin in MA 150, Calculus 1 with Foundations A. If you have placement level 2000, you can begin in MA 171S. That's Calculus 1 S section. And if you have placement level 3000, you can begin in MA 171, which is Plain Calculus 1. Based on your placement level, there are likely other math courses you are eligible to begin in, but we recommend these starting points for engineering students. You may have AP or dual enrollment credits that will change your starting place. That's covered in another module. Please note that if you are in placement level 0 or 2000, you must take the S section version of your course. If you're placed in level 0, you will not be able to register for MA 112 without the S. And if you're placed in level 2000, you will not be able to register for MA 171 without the S. Now let's take a look at your math pathway. Here are our starting points. You'll notice that placement levels 2000 and 3000 point to the same node. This is because MA 171S and MA 171 both result in the same credit, but MA 171S includes some additional support for students who may otherwise not be eligible to jump straight into calculus. If you are in one of these placement levels, your path forward is simple. You'll take MA 172, Calculus 2, next semester. You can stop the video here. If you're in placement level 1000, you'll take Calculus Foundations A this semester, then Calculus Foundations B next semester. Together, these courses will count for your Calculus 1 credit, and you'll move on to Calculus 2 the following semester. You can stop the video here. If you're beginning in MA 112S, there's a little more information you might need. Let's take a closer look at your path. One important thing to know is that unfortunately, most student loans will not cover MA 112S, even though it is a prerequisite for calculus. Don't panic though. Because UAH charges block tuition, students are charged the same for a full-time course load, which is anywhere from 12 to 18 credit hours. This means that if you take MA 112S along with 12 other hours of courses that satisfy your degree requirements, you will be covered by your loans. It's also important to know that you will not be eligible to take EGR 101 or CH 121 in your first semester if you are taking MA 112S. Not to worry. You can get some of your electives knocked out in your first semester, then take EGR 101 and CH 121 in your second semester. Now let's take a look at where you go after completing MA 112S. You have two options, Pre-Calculus Trigonometry or Calculus Foundations A. Regardless of which course you take, you will be eligible to take EGR 101 and CH 121 alongside it. Now, you may have noticed that MA 113 and MA 150 are shown as different colors. This is because, like MA 112S, MA 113 is not covered by most student loans. That said, you can still choose this option if you're using loans, but you'll have to make sure you have at least 12 credit hours worth of other coursework to meet your hours minimum. For this reason, we recommend that students who are using federal student loans take MA 150 instead, as it is fully covered on its own. Now let's look one step further. For most of you, this will be the fall semester of your second year. If you took Pre-Calculus Trigonometry, you should continue on to Calculus 1. If you took Calculus Foundations A, you'll complete your Calculus 1 requirement by taking Calculus Foundations B. Regardless of which path you choose, you'll end up in MA 172, Calculus 2. Now, there are 2 or 3 more math classes you'll take in addition to these, depending on your major, but by that point, you should have a more thorough understanding of your degree path. This information is just meant to help you get started. If you have any questions about this material, go ahead and finish the pre-charge course. Then feel free to reach out to us if your question isn't answered.